up, guys? Oh, damn it. Every time. Put the gloves on before I strap up the helmet. Oh. Let's go ahead and do that. What's up? Alright, go ahead and make sure we're recording too. And we are. Before we even begin, I feel like I haven't really told a lot about myself or what I ride or any of that. So let's go ahead and do that. This is my 04 GSX-R 600. Custom paint, custom shorty Yoshi. Got the little carbon fiber seat cowl here. Integrated, or sorry, taillight with integrated turn signals. I bought this with a little over 12,000 miles on it. Now has 16,277 miles. We're gonna put a lot of miles on her today. Really clean bike. I love it. I really do. Anyways, I'm meeting up with a buddy to go ride around by the lake. So we'll go ahead and get up on out of here. Sounds good too. Anyway, so shall we? Still got the visor up here. You know, I'm still kind of testing out this microphone. I kind of bought like a combo deal on eBay from a China seller. It pretty much got me the GoPro skeleton housing where I could hook up a microphone, and it came with a microphone, and it's like $14. So, you know, can't go wrong there. Well, you kind of can. The mic doesn't really work too well. But you know, whatever. You get what you pay for. 15 bucks. It'll get me started. I ain't too worried about it. What's that? That guy's hauling ass. He waved. Here we are on the back roads of North Carolina. Duncan, to be exact. Harnett County, as you can see. Here in a little water tower town. So we're actually headed 2 counties over. I'm borderline Wake County, and we are going over to Franklin County. Well, excuse me, Granville County. So anyways, feels good to be riding again. I'd made a video, and oh shit! Just wrecked my nuts on the tank. Oh god, hold on, give me a minute. Oh shit. Every time I hit that little pothole. Every time, and I know it's there. Fuck. Anyways. Hold on 1 second, sorry guys. Alright. Had to get my clock on. So yeah, I made like one video, you know, the first motovlog pilot video, and you know, as I was doing that, I almost hit a truck my rear tire was already like stupid bald. I shouldn't have been riding on it anyways. But when I locked that rear tire up, man, I started showing cords really bad at my rear tire. So I ordered some tires on eBay, Shinko Ravens, which is actually not a bad tire at all, especially for the money you're paying for it. I've run Shinkos on every bike I've owned. Now, it is a rougher ride, but it's not horrible. The last set of tires I had on my bike were, what were they? I think they were Michelin's. And that was a really soft tire, and it rode really good. But, you know, once you get all warmed up, this tire softens up. It's just a little bit hard when you first get on the bike. But I like it. Especially for the price, man. I paid like $140 for these two tires. And I mean, they ride really good. So technically this is the first moto vlog video. I didn't really get a whole lot of views on the other one, which is cool. I wasn't really expecting that. I think I got like 37 views in 2 weeks. Woo woo! Yeah. Whatever. But you know, I don't know. I figured I'm out here so much riding, I might as well record. Why not? Everybody else is doing it. So I'll go ahead and start just so you guys are filled in and you know a little bit about me, other moto vloggers, or anybody who's watching or anybody who cares to watch. Feel free to drop in the comments below, man, and you know, tell me about yourself too. You know, what you ride, your style of riding, you know, blah 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 blah. All that good stuff. And I can't see because you're blocking the road. Anyways, so friends call me Dookie. Actually, forget that, not really. There's like one guy who calls me Dookie, and I rode with him like a few times, but every time I ride with him, he'd call me Dookie. You don't want to know why, don't worry. I'm kidding, that's nothing too gross. But, you know, another reason, all the other good YouTube names were taken, so, I was like, fuck it, man. Zuki Dookie, it rhymes. That's what counts, right? The rhyming of the username. But anyways, my real name is Jeremy. I live in beautiful North Carolina. As you can see, oh, it's fucking lovely. Got the cows and horses. A lot of farms down here, especially where I live. I do not live anywhere near the city. And it's just, it's beautiful, man. And this is what I do. This is my escape. I'm having a bad day. Hi, horsies. I'm having a bad day, man. I just hop out, man, get on the bike. There's the goats. And just live, man. I mean, it's an awesome feeling. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, come look at, oh my God, just look at it. Just look at it. It's beautiful, man. All this shit we've got going on in the world, but just, I don't know, I get on the bike, man, I can block it out. I mean, look at, I don't know, everything, man, nature, it's beautiful. Anyways, we won't go into too much detail of how beautiful it is in North Carolina. Well, we might. I'll probably talk about that later. It's just beautiful, man. Farms everywhere. Green grass. I love it. Why do I ride? I'll be straight up, man. One, I like to go fast. I really do. I'm not saying I go out and break the law every day, but I might bend it just a little. I like going fast. I like feeling the wind on my body. I like the way it feels on my arm hair. I shit you not, man. You ride on the highway 80 mile an hour. Oh, let's say 65 miles per hour for a good 30 minutes or something. And you stop, or even on a back road, and you just get that tingling feeling in your arms. I love that. I love it. I do. The simple things like that, man. I love that feeling of my arms tingling. I love getting away from bullshit. I honestly... Hold on. I work a job. It's not necessarily a bad job, but there are better jobs. I pretty much work at a dealership doing, you know, general maintenances. Sometimes bigger things, but not really. Mostly general and preventative maintenance. Everyone else at the shop, you know, does the major repairs and all that shit, and, you know, pretty much think I'm a dumbass, you know, because I don't have, you know, 10 years under my belt or whatever they have. So that's one thing that's extremely aggravating. I mean, I get looked down upon at work every day. I hate that. Pretty much, man, like, hey, Trooper, what's up? Pretty much, God, they make me nervous. I could be at work, and man, I hate life. I really do. And I've got an awesome life, man. I've got a wife, I've got a beautiful home, I've got a nice car, I've got a nice motorcycle. Shit, I've got a car and I've got a motorcycle, period. You know, I've got 3 means of transportations, you know, 2 cars and a bike. You know, things are going good for me. But it's just my job, dude. I hate it. I used to like it, but now it's just to the point where I wake up in the morning and I'm like, dude, I really don't want to go to work. I know everybody doesn't want to go to work, but it's like, I really don't want to go to work. I hate it. Granted, I am thankful that I do have a good job. A job that pays pretty good. Dude, you do not want it, buddy. So yeah, I don't like being belittled at my job. The only way I can ever get an escape is, you know, when I come home to be with my wife, or when I'm out riding. And that's another reason I ride. People are fucking dicks. I get treated like shit at work every fucking day, man. And then, you know, I ride as much as I can to work. That way I've got my trophy sitting outside so I can, you know, look at it and be like, hey, I've got something to look forward to when I get off. This trooper is on my butt, y'all. Damn. Probably because I've got the GoPro on.
me nervous. So sorry I had to cut that video short. I know I see a lot of guys recording when cops pull them over. Me, I find you stop recording, man, just turn the video off. Respect the officer. Things go a whole lot smoother. Kind of bullshit, but what he pulled me for is they're looking for a guy with a bike that has black and red on it, who's been riding down 55 a lot lately, acting stupid, yada yada yada. So he pretty much just pulled me over, asked me for my endorsement, you know, gave it to him, and you know, from then on we actually started talking, dude. My dad actually used to be with the highway patrol. So yeah, I brought up my dad's name. The guy knew my dad, so, and then we ended up sitting there talking for 30 minutes. That is a good thing about knowing people in law enforcement, whether a relative or a friend. It always helps, man. And you've got cops that are complete assholes either way, but not every cop is a dick, man. I know in the media they portray the cops, you know, they're all crooked, they're all criminals. Not true, guys. Hell, there are crooked cops. There are, don't get me wrong. There are bad cops out there. But I'm telling you, for every one bad cop, there's 10 good cops. You gotta give them the benefit of the doubt, man. You get pulled over and you get an attitude, yeah, they're gonna get defensive. They're gonna get scared, dude. You gotta look at what these guys do every day, man. They put their lives on the line to protect us. I have no problem with cops. You get mad because you get pulled over. Well, you got pulled over because you're breaking the law, more than likely. Which, you know, I've said, yeah, dude, yes. I probably break the law every time I get on my motorcycle. If I get pulled over, I'm not going to put up a fight. You know what you're doing out there, guys. Can't get mad at the guy for doing his job, or lady for doing their job. So, anyways, with that being said, we are back on the road and away from the cops. Which brings me to what I wanted to talk about, beginner bikes. A lot of people think, you know, alright, yeah, I'm going to get a bike. It's my first bike, I should probably get a 250. I don't necessarily agree or disagree. And a lot of it depends on if you have any experience, you know, on dirt bikes or, I mean, anything. Anything where you know how to work a clutch. You know, dirt bike, four-wheeler. Dirt bike be more helpful, but the basic concept is clutching. I know weight plays a big factor too. Some of these bikes are heavy, y'all. The 250s are light as shit. You can throw them around. Throw them around. But they're also slow as shit. They're really slow bikes. And I don't think you want that. Now maybe if you haven't ever ridden, you know, ever, not even a dirt bike, not even, I mean, anything, a bicycle. Nothing wrong with getting a 250, man, if that's what you're comfortable on. Nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, man, even as a beginner rider, ooh, he almost hit that curve. Even as a beginner rider, and, you know, not riding anything in your life, you're gonna get really used to that 250 and grow into it like super fast. And that's why I, you know, always recommend a new rider not get a 250. Now there are in-betweens. I was debating between a Ninja 250 and buying a Ninja 500 that my friend had. It was a 94. I'm tired. It was a little older, but that bike served me well, man. I probably had that bike 6 months to a year. And it was a good bike. After that, I went and got a YZF 600R, not the R6, 600R Thundercat, or a T-Cat, if you will. What is this chick doing? Damn. Anyways, so I got that. I rode that for about a year. That was a good bike, and that bike would keep up with a lot of your other 600s too. I bought that, had a Dynajet Stage 2 jet kit, sprocket kit, one down in the front, two up in the rear, and buddy, that thing would roll. No surprise, I mean, it would keep up with this. I mean, as it sits right now. This was a sprocket kit, no way that bike would keep up. But, you know, you do a little modding to those, and they will surprisingly keep up with the newer fuel-injected bikes. And they're good bikes. I mean, they're reliable. And it's cool. I guess you would call it more of like a sport touring bike. You're not crouched in so much like you are, you know, for instance, a GSXR. It's not upright though either, like the FC6 or whatever, which is also a really good beginner bike. But yeah, it's kind of a cross between, man. You get the best of both worlds. If you want to ride sitting straight up, you can. You don't have to bend so much, bend your back. At the same time, if you want to tuck and haul ass, I mean, it's all there, man. I mean, to me, that is the best starter bike you can have. It is a little heavy, but it's a fast bike, and it's a bike you'll grow into. I mean, I used to be in the forums for the Thundercat, and you know, I know there's a lot of guys, I still keep in touch with a couple. They've had their bikes for, you know, 5-6 years, same bike, they still riding it. So they're good bikes, they're reliable, you know, just do all your general maintenance, man. And that's the key to any bike. I mean, change your oil. I do mine every 2,500 miles. Change your oil and your filter. You know, replace your chain or sprockets as needed. Normally, not often. But, you know, there's things you want to check every time before you go out and ride. But yeah, I wouldn't get a 250, to be honest, if it was my first bike. I wouldn't. Hold on, I think this is where I need to turn.